Hey guys, this is Danielle Norstedt, and this is Emma, and I'm going to talk to you guys today about doing a catalog fundraiser for multiple children. There are many types of Scentsy fundraisers that you can do with your Scentsy biz, but this one today, it'll be focused mainly for multiple children or adults, teenagers, I guess, could do this too, and not so much so on Scent Circle fundraisers, Buddy Clip fundraisers, or even bingo fundraisers, which I also offer. All right, getting into the nitty gritty of it all. Don't mind her. Very quickly about me too. I have been doing Scentsy for about almost 4 years, and I'm a superstar consultant with a team of, I believe, 18 of us today. And I can't wait to share with you why I think fundraisers are so cool and why they're so beneficial to you as a Scentsy consultant. If you're not a Scentsy consultant, you should definitely join one. Join up and take part in all the awesomeness that is at being a Scentsy consultant. All right. So why do we want to do a fundraiser? Being that it's also really awesome to give back to the community, and it's part of Scentsy's philosophy of giving more than you take. I think it's really, really cool that something that is so simple for us to do, by sharing our commission and allowing kids to share Scentsy with their families, which who wouldn't want Scentsy anyways, can have such a positive impact. So that it'll make you feel good. And then also, if you are someone who works your Scentsy business, perhaps maybe with alongside a full-time job, then having a fundraiser can actually help you propel your business forward because you're not doing as much of the work. The kids are the ones who are going out there to share Scentsy, and you, in return of giving away your commission, and you get to choose between how much percentage you'd like to give away, but you'll be getting those new customers information, so then that way you get to follow up with them when they need new wax or oils or even pods, depending on what they order. What was I going to say? I don't remember, but we're going to keep going. It'll come to me if it's important enough. So definitely giving back. Oh, and the commission part. I always offer 20% to any group or organization who does a fundraiser with me. You are welcome to offer more than that because I know as a certified consultant, we all earn 25% or more. I do offer the group who is doing the catalog fundraiser, if they collect more than $2,000 in orders, which is 2,000 PRV for us in the United States, then that means that they will get an extra 5% commission back, donation back. So I keep that 5% for me just because it helps to reimburse the materials. I do supply all of the showcase brochures and packets that the kids will need, and that will help offset my costs. So it's a little bit, I don't get commission from my pocket, but I do get to be reimbursed for those materials that I do supply for everybody. And I let them know that too. Now, you're probably thinking, who do I want to do a fundraiser for? Or how do I find a fundraiser? Go to your customers that you have now. Ask for referrals. Ask them. Send a little text message or a message on Facebook. Hey, do you know anybody who's looking is in a sports team or is going on a mission trip or they need new equipment or travel fees for their soccer tournament? Talk to your people and see if they know anybody who can connect you to their fundraising person, whoever that might be the coach, might be somebody else. Ask them if they're on the PTA also. That would be another great way to get referrals. You can also talk to the parents of the kids that you know in your life. Do you have nieces and nephews? Do you have your own children? Do you have best friends who have children? And where do they go to school? What do they do? Talk to them. I keep saying I am working on that. Also, you can ask your local schools where you live. Maybe you don't know any kids who go there, but you can go up to the office and say, hey, I'd love to share this information with whoever's in charge of organizing fundraisers for the school. Typically, they decide their fundraisers the year before in the springtime. That's what I found anyways. So you might have to wait a few months if you're off season for when they're deciding on the fundraisers, because usually by the first of the year or the first of the school year, they have already decided what their plan is for the rest of the year. usually. You can also create a post on social media that will share the details of why it is that they might want to do a Scentsy fundraiser, and then someone hopefully will comment or message you based on that post. You share it to city titled Facebook groups. You know how they have like watchdog groups and stuff like that? You can definitely share them that way. Sorry. This is life with a baby while you work from home. And she woke up from her nap, of course, so I'm fighting her. Hi, do you want to play on the floor? Do you want to play on the floor? I need that back. Thank you. All right, so those are the ways in which you can find organizations, fundraisers, schools, kids. You can even do this for a smaller group of kids, like for clubs and high schools and things like that. Oh, and you can even go to your alma mater. Like, hit up your old teachers if you still have any connections to them, or maybe your friends have connections to the drama teacher or debate club. I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas. What you do next is you can send them an information sheet, and I have on our team page. If you are a part of my team, you have access to our team page, and on our team page in the files are, and I believe I've also shared the Google Drive folder, which I can post down below, that is shareable with everybody who is on my team. It has links to the files where I have information sheets. So it's basically an outline of what can an organization expect from a catalog fundraiser, and why would it be really cool to have one with us. It's one page. You would send it to them, mail it to them, maybe add like a little sample of what Scentsy is. Definitely you can probably be a little generous there if you can afford it. And if you can't, it's not a big deal. A wax sample or just spray the sheet with room spray to make it smell real good would be beneficial and helpful that way too. It would be more than enough. Once you get the approval, you'll talk the details with the coordinator. And I also have in that same file area and in the Google Drive folder a Scentsy Catalog fundraiser agreement. And it has information here on who's the coordinator, expectations of when does the fundraiser end, what is their goal, how is it that they can reach their goal, what does each child need to sell or share, collect, terms and condition, who is it going to be paid to. You also have the option of doing a kickoff party where you would basically have a little table for people to come and see the testers and see the warmers that you carry on hand, so they kind of get an idea, a better sense of what Scentsy is exactly. Also, you would outline that any unused folder, packets, catalogs, brochures, anything that you share with them you want returned, and if possible that might earn them more money. If you can reuse that stuff, you don't have to buy it out of pocket again. You can also share that every Scentsy home party that is scheduled as a result of this fundraiser held and achieves a minimum of $400 in sales, I will, as a Scentsy independent consultant, will donate an additional 10% of those sales to your organization. So definitely have your coordinator share that with the kids and parents who are collecting the orders. But if anybody wants to host a party, then you can definitely continue to get that donation from that party if it reaches $400 in sales. What else? Also outlines when they'll be paid the donation, which is the 15th of the following month that the fundraiser closes. So let's say the fundraiser is the 1st through the 20th. They would not get the commission until November 15th, because our commission will be paid November 10th, and that'll give you a few days to transfer it into a check to pay to the coordinator, or however that works out. However that works out for you. Make sure to get a receipt as well that you've given the donation. It also outlines, the agreement outlines the information that you'll need if they're paying with card. You can also choose to pay only with cash or check and not have to handle credit card information, or you can have it open. You'll collect all 3 payments payment forms, or you can even do it cash only and no checks, no credit cards. Completely up to you. I wanted it to be as successful as possible, and I didn't want that to deter anybody from purchasing if they didn't have a debit card or credit card or cash or a check. And so I left it all open for any 3 forms of payment. But I did note with the coordinator that I will need, in other words, the fundraiser should not end the last of the month, because you would be scrambling like mad to get those orders in before the end of the month so that they'll be paid with that donation money the next month. So have the fundraiser end 3 to 4 or 5, maybe 6 days before the end of the month. So you have plenty of time to make sure those checks clear. You have time to go to the bank to deposit the cash. And if there is an issue with anybody's credit card information, then you can call them and see if maybe it was a typo. What else does it outline? It outlines lots of really good things. It has an initial form at the very end to just make sure that they understand who's being paid, if it's with a check, when will the orders be delivered, so forth and so on. And then it has a place for both parties, you as a consultant and them as the coordinator, to sign and agree upon. So that is the agreement, and I met with the lady who I just started a fundraiser with for a club at a high school. I met with her and she signed it. I gave her a copy, and I will be texting her and keeping tabs with her every week until the fundraiser is over. I told her no more than 3 weeks, just because people who order in the first week won't be able to get their items until probably a month and a half later, which is respectable time, especially considering that in fundraisers are typically a little bit longer wait time for shipping. So nothing longer than that. Hopefully she'll have it all ready to go sooner than that. Now it comes time to, what do I give the kids to collect orders? So I don't like to use catalogs because catalogs are expensive. You guys probably know that. They cost more money. So I like to use showcase brochures. Some people decide, other consultants I've seen, they print their own version of a showcase brochure to make it more cost effective for them. It really depends on your preference and what you can afford and what you have time for to put together. I like to use the showcase brochure, and I label everything. So here I have a little blurb about myself, my Scentsy story, with my information there at the front. Normally I have a sticker here that will have my info there as well, which actually I can do that right now in front of you guys. Ta-da! There it is. That way they see it. And then you can even add, like, I would probably add another sticker for next time that says something about host a party, and I will continue to give 10% of that party once it reaches $400 to the same club. But you guys have seen this showcase brochure. It's $5, I think, for 25 showcase brochures. So it's not super expensive. And then if you get any back, you can always reuse them for the next time. It has a description of all of the scents in the back, so that's really nice. And then I make sure to point out to the fundraiser coordinator that the fragrance grid is really important, to make sure that when somebody orders, and also to tell the kids when they're collecting orders, to make sure that the scent that they want, that comes in the product that they want. Because a lot of times people will write down a scent pack, but that scent is not made in a scent pack. So that would be a challenge to contact a lot of people who did not catch that. So I make sure to point that out. Also, to save me money, I have printed, I actually photocopied 2 order forms to one 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And because I am accepting all 3 forms of payment, I just left that blank. I mean, I didn't cross off like anything or specify specific amounts. And then I did it on both sides. So it's double-sided. So each child, each kiddo, babies are destructing things. Destructors. No, Emma. I'll do your sister thing. Emma, no. No, baby. Go that way. All right. Sorry about that, you guys. I know you understand. All right, so the 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, double-sided, 2 to each page, so they get 4 order forms. If they collect 4 order forms with the average amount of sales being about $40 to $50, then that's an easily each kid collecting $200 in orders, just depending on what it is that they're selling or sharing. You'll notice in the showcase brochure, when you're using the showcase brochure, that there is no actual bundle or deal information. That's the only thing that's missing from these guys. So I don't go out of my way to share about the bundles. I just give them this. If the person that they're sharing Scentsy with knows about Scentsy and knows about buy 5 get 1 for free and will write it down on their order form that that's what they want, and they know that it's only $30 instead of $6 each, then I will happily, definitely, I will honor the price of the bundle and deal. But because it's a fundraiser, I don't want to go out of my way to help them save money, only because I want to be able to give back to the club or the organization as much as possible. So again, I don't go out of my way, but I also honor it if it's written down. What I can do also, which my superstar director actually shared with me, is that, like, let's say somebody orders 3 bars and then orders another 3 bars. Well, I know that if I put that together, well, originally that's $18 and $18 that they're spent. But if I put it and I enter it into the combine and save bundle deal, and it is coming up for $30, that means I get to now add another $6 item because I've been obviously paid that $6 extra, and it's not costing me that $6, that $36 originally. So I can now, as an offset to giving away my commission as the donation for the fundraiser, I can now add something to the fundraiser, to the order, for $6, and I get to have that as my compensation. It's another great way to build stock, and you will still be able to give them the same amount of donation because the cost is still the same, but you're just going to get a little extra product, which is nice for you because that's your way of reimbursing yourself for your time and effort in helping them earn a donation for their organization. So so those 2 things go into the little envelope that I have, the showcase brochure and the order form sheet. I do give the coordinator an extra blank one of these so that she can make copies if someone is being a rock star and collecting more than 4 orders. And then I give each participant in their envelope a participant letter. It just states what it is that they're fundraising for and why it is they want to share Scentsy as much as possible. And then also shares a little bit about Scentsy, what Scentsy is, so that maybe the kid who is doing the fundraiser has never heard of it. They can tell their grandparents all about it based on that little paragraph. Then it's got some helpful tips that are labeled here, like when is it going to begin, when is it going to end, the fact that I'm not going to be charging shipping because I'm going to assume that it's going to earn more than $200 in orders, which is free shipping automatically. It also talks about tax. Have you guys been hearing that? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to watch that over. It also outlines prizes. So prizes, if they collect $100 in orders, they will get, and this is up to me, my decision, they will get 2 free scent circles. And why I do that is because it incentivizes them to go out and get some free goodies that they will also be helping their club, but then also they'll be getting some cool freebies. And again, you can make that whatever you want, whatever you think will entice the kids that you're working with. But I'm mindful of what I'm offering is going to be covered by the host rewards that the fundraiser will earn. So $100 in orders, I know is going to be 10% of that's going to be $10 in free credit. Well, 2 scent circles is going to be only $6. So, and then I offer $200 in orders. If they collect $200 in orders, then I will give them a buddy clip and a scent circle. 200 is $20, so a buddy clip is $15 and scent circle is $3, so that's $18. It's still $2 product credit that I get to spend how I want or give to the coordinator for helping me with the fundraiser or connecting me to the fundraiser. $350 in orders, I offer a free mini warmer, $20 warmer, and a Scentsy wax bar of their choice. And for $500, a buddy clip, a mini warmer, a Scentsy wax bar, and a scent circle. So it's pretty much all of those tiers for that $500 in orders. And $500, as we know, is $75 in free product credit, and that is 20, 35, 36, no, 41. It's like $45. You're going to have so much extra left over for that one. Again, it's all up to you what you want to offer. I also include a link to the fundraiser on my website, my PWS. Sorry that it's all wonky there, but that will be for anybody who wants to order from out of state or out of town, but they still want to support their kids, nephews, whoever it is that they're connected to in the club, group, team. And then also I will let the coordinator know that if anybody orders from the website on the fundraiser link, then I will contact them to ask them which kid are they connected to, so that kid gets the recognition and the credit for having collected that order so that they can earn those prizes. The only other thing that I have on this sheet is at the very bottom. It says how many in subtotal is from what is the subtotal of your orders collected, and then the prizes that they've earned. And I've asked the coordinator to help look at that little page so that when they are done collecting orders, that whatever their prizes are match up to their orders that they've collected. The back side is a tax cheat sheet. So I've calculated the tax from where I live and have put down subtotals that are pretty common, from $3 all the way up to $250. Wow, that would be a pretty cool order. So I staple that single page with the participant letter and the tax cheat sheet to the very front of the showcase brochure, just like that. That way they can still flip to the front and see the cheat sheet, and then see a little bit about me as a consultant, and then still have access to the rest of the brochure. Then that, combined with the order form, those three things get placed into this envelope, and the envelope, it has a place for the teacher's name or coordinator, club member or club coordinator, the kids or seller's name and phone number, my name, when are the orders and money due by, and then also who do they make any checks out to if they are paying with check. It also has a place for them to list each order, and then how are they being paid. So it's really easy to verify if anybody's order payment is missing. And then also a grand total down here. There's also a really cool place, I think this is really cool, for envelope 1 of 12. If you have 12 club kiddos, then you can do 1 of 12, and that way you know if you have all of the 12 packets back. I've also added before in the past scent stickers. So we have in the Scentsy Success Store access to buy, I think they're like $3 for each bundle, scent stickers, and you can just put like 3 or 4 different scent stickers in the front and on the back there. Oh, and this, I forgot to talk about that. It's really cool. It's really simplifies the fundraising instructions. Basically everything that I kind of said, but in Scentsy's words. And that is my packet that I give to the kids. So I have my agreement with a coordinator. I have my packet that I give out to the kids. And then when I submit all the orders, I will try my best to get the most for the kids. What I mean, like if I don't know what I meant there. I misspoke. What else? Oh, it's optional to do the kickoff party, but if you don't want to, or if they decide not to, you can also just hand them a basket party to share, which is a great way. I don't encourage the coordinator to give it to the kids, but if the kids' parents want to come to the coordinator has it there at the location, wherever it is that they meet, whether it's like a field for soccer or baseball, or at the pizza restaurant that they all go to afterwards. This is a great way to share Scentsy on the go. It's more simplified, and you can reach more people that way if schedules are hard to coordinate. When the orders come in and I've already explained this to the coordinator at the beginning, I will label everything, label it all, because you don't know that if someone's going to get something like a bar as a gift and it has no label on it, how are they going to reorder when they run out? That sale is going to get lost. Hopefully, if they go on Scentsy.com, and hopefully if you've entered in all of their information that was on that order form, it will connect them to you automatically because you are their last purchase through the Scentsy.com. Like, it'll recognize email and it'll know that they've been a previous customer of yours, and so it'll automatically assign that order to you. But if your information, or if their information is not updated in your Scentsy workstation, then you might miss out on that order. Okay, so label everything, even light bulbs. They throw away the box, but you never know, even the light bulbs. And then have a little thank you note. Like, very easily you can purchase at the Scentsy Success Source a very simple and like quick thank you card with your information on it, possibly talking about either joining Scentsy if you want to build a team, or hosting a party of their own if they have a wish list that they couldn't afford. And have some samples in there would be a great idea too, but whatever you can afford. I think that's all. You definitely want to follow up with the coordinator that everything has been handed out to the students so the students can get it to the customers, so that you can begin your follow-up with your follow-up system and see how they're loving their fundraiser goodies. And then maybe they'll want to repurchase, or maybe you can share a promotion with them then. It's up to you, but that's what I would suggest, and that's how I do Scentsy fundraisers, Scentsy Catalog fundraisers with multiple children, with a group of children. All right, guys, let me know if you have any questions down below, and I hope that you found this helpful. Bye.